All right. Ready? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking there.
Same.
Just so that I can have the sound. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to BYOT Podcast. I'm here with...
Can you wait until I put this down?
Also, I thought we rebranded to Bring Your Own Tea. So you have to say this
Bring Your Own Tea.
Yeah, we're gonna
we
name
did?
it. Yeah, 'cause
you're not a good
no one's gonna
Alright,
know.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll just drop it real quick, but wait until I drop it. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys?
Just do it again. Do it slowly. It's fine. Do it. And then
Wait
Kyle...
until I come back up.
Yeah, Kyle, wait until he comes back up.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to BYOT Podcast. I'm here with...
Dan?
May.
And Eddie.
And I'm Kyle, and we're a group of friends that like to spill some tea sometimes and, have a lot of fun talking on this podcast. So what's up, guys?
Good.
It's been a while
cold
since
now.
we saw May.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank
May,
you.
what have you
Back.
been up to? Where have you been?
Where have I been? Oh, I went to Bali.
Oh!
Yeah, I went to Bali and SF, so I was gone for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Was it hot there?
It was hot, but it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't blazing hot?
Honestly, it was hot. Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah. But was it like humid hot where it's
was
like
humid
everywhere
hot.
you go you're like drenched in sweat? Still? Like
Yeah.
even during the
Yeah, but I
winter?
think for where it was a lot better.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was becoming like monsoon season, so it was gonna get like colder. But it wasn't raining yet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's freezing right now.
Mhm.
It's like
You're
32 degrees.
Literally
today.
Yeah,
freezing.
it was like
It's nice.
26 earlier this morning when I was on my walk.
Yeah.
It's nice.
On your walk?
Yeah,
You take
I do morning walks.
You still do it?
Yeah, right now.
where do you
Even
go?
when it's freezing?
Yeah, park.
Oh, at back?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like an hour and a half.
That's a... What time do you wake up then?
Today I woke up at like 7.
Fuck, that's early.
I forgot.
I don't wake up until like... Hope my manager's not watching. Until like 9. And then I just go into the office.
I think a couple episodes back, May was talking about how she unmuted herself
Yeah.
in the group chat, like the group meeting.
Yeah, group meeting.
And
team meeting.
yeah, this week or last week, like we had a meeting for our VP of Finance leaving. So it was like our CEO was there, like our CFO, like all C-suites were there. And then I was like on my way to work. So I turned on the Zoom with my phone and I like put it in my pocket and I was like walking to work.
Oh, no.
So everyone probably heard me like out of breath, like going up the stairs. I just heard like, and then like it says like the owner like muted you.
Oh no! Oh
So I was like,
That's
oh.
so
You know it's bad when someone mutes you.
Yeah, because I didn't know I was unmuted like until that, like I heard that like chime. So
Do you think like everyone in the meeting just heard the train to...
no,
now
but like I was
gone.
literally going
Bing
through
bong.
like the 7. You know how like the long stairs and like
Yeah,
escalator.
yeah.
I was like
Oh, yeah.
walking all that, and then I heard the. I was like, oh shit. Probably
They're
heard
like,
me out of
someone
breath.
get him some gym class.
Did you have AirPods in?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're probably like hearing...
Yeah, so that was pretty
Damn.
embarrassing. Like, how about you guys? How's y'all week?
Bumped into May an hour ago.
Oh yeah, we bumped into
on the
each
streets,
other.
which I don't think has happened to like me and anyone else from the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you and I was like, that guy looks familiar.
Big guy.
I think it took us each like a good second
Yeah.
to realize
'Cause I was
we
like,
knew each other.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you, I guess, outside of
Yeah.
where we live.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Had to
What?
register.
Mason, Manhattan?
Literally.
Where was that?
In the city.
We're in the
Yeah,
city.
Like Bryant Park area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you're a kid and you see your teacher outside of school.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
what the are you doing out here? I didn't know you left the school.
I didn't know you had a life outside of BYOT or Bring Your Own Tea.
So today we're gonna talk about toxic relationships and toxic relationships in friendships or toxic relationships in relationships. Yeah. So have you guys seen the TikTok drama that's been happening recently?
Yes.
The specific one about the hoodie.
The hoodie incident.
Yeah, I did hear about
I've heard
that.
about
Yeah.
this.
What are your thoughts on that? On the hoodie incident?
It's very interesting. Why are you guys looking at me?
I feel like you're the one who's
The most close
yeah, who's
to
kept
it.
up with
the
it.
closest to it.
I mean, like I initially heard it from Quinn actually, which is also a member of our podcast, and I also like brought it up to my girlfriend, and then she also knew about it. So I was like, oh, this is like pretty big.
Yeah.
That's why I was like more hyped up, because like I messaged Kyle, and Kyle was like, oh yeah, Jen told me about it too, something like that.
I feel like guys don't really see the drama, like the girls see it.
It didn't pop up on my algorithm.
Yeah, me too.
But Quinn said it popped up on the messy talk. I think that's like one of the hashtag or something like
Yeah,
that.
and she subscribed.
So she subscribes
Yeah,
to,
I think she subscribed
to hashtag messy talk.
I guess so.
You can
Oh, it's a
subscribe.
hashtag? Oh, I thought it was an actual podcast type of thing.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
When Quinn comes in, we'll ask. That'll probably be like another month or so.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
basically, there's a girl who initially posted a video on TikTok just explaining why she had to cut one of her friends because of certain reasons, including like the other girl having her boyfriend's hoodie and things like that, sandwich and
A
I don't know.
sandwich.
But she didn't mention the other girl's name.
Mhm.
But the other girl posted a video about like, oh, I'm gonna clear up the situation.
Yeah.
Which I guess
Kind of backfired on her.
Yeah, I think it like just fueled the conversation. So that's the drama that's been going on TikTok. So if you haven't seen yet, I don't know if it's gonna be on there by the time this video gets up, because it's gonna be a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the general gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if someone were to like make a video about you and you know that it's about you,
hmm
how would you react to that? Would you react like her friend did?
I don't know. I wouldn't expose myself like that though. If no one knew about it, besides like maybe our close friends,
Yeah.
I don't think I would do that. But also, I'm not an influencer. Like maybe
True.
she wanted,
Clout.
or like cloud, like maybe her purpose was directed towards that. We don't know. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, what do you think the intention was for the second girl to make that video? Because it sounds like the second girl was trying to be like, this is why I did what I did.
Mm.
I'm in the right. And then everyone was like, no,
No, you're,
you're
not.
not.
I think the
Oh,
way, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I thought it was 50-50.
Oh, was it?
Isn't it? I don't know.
I haven't seen the second girl's side yet. Like I haven't seen anyone.
Well,
that's
so
like-
you're just spitting
I-
facts without even knowing the whole story.
I'm also biased because I'll
Yeah.
just disclose. I know the first girl. Like we worked together.
Oh.
Like I edited her videos before. So
that's a
there's a
plot
personal
twist.
connection.
Oh, you
so,
didn't know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's why we were talking
Oh.
about it.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, so that's the story. So my opinion might be biased, but I am on the first girl's side. And I think the reasoning behind the second girl's video, it just doesn't really back her up either. So
Mm.
So I think if I was the second girl, I'd check if I did anything wrong first. Because if I'm in the wrong, I'm not posting a video. I'm hiding in
Yeah.
shame.
But how do you check? How do you check if you're wrong? Because like some people think that like having the hoodie wasn't like such a bad thing.
I honestly don't think the hoodie is anything I would care for.
Okay, May, since you think the hoodie wasn't such a bad thing, do you think the girl's intention was like not trying to hit on her boyfriend?
It's like tough because we weren't in that situation. So
Yeah.
I don't want to speak on anyone's behalf, but like how I am is I give people benefit of doubt. So if the girl told me that she wasn't doing anything like with bad intentions behind, you know, rather than just taking a picture and because she thought she looked good in it, I would probably believe her unless if she had done other things that made me believe otherwise.
So would you have asked her about it or like confronted her about it?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I would even be bothered in the first place. And if I was bothered, like, is she a good enough friend where I even want to confront her about it, or would I just like let her go?
Ah, I see.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've had girls that were my friends do some shady things to me, but like I've noted it down
Mm.
and then just made my own judgment of that person and then let go of that friendship.
So you say that you like give people the benefit of the doubt.
Mhm.
So like when these people did like shady things to you, was it more blatant?
No, it's like
So it was subtle.
It's subtle.
So
Yeah.
what was this?
You want me to tell
Yeah.
you the situation?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like
We're jumping in. Spilling the tea.
oh, okay. We'll see
We
if
brought our
my
own tea.
friend watches.
Oh, are you guys still friends?
We are still friends because I gave benefit down. I forgave her. But basically, there was like this one guy that we both had a thing with. And then I had found out from another mutual friend that we had that guy in common. And then I let that girl know. She was like, oh, honey, you can have him. Basically, like, oh, I don't want him. Like, he's been trying to get at me. I don't want him. you can have him. So it's kind of like,
The delivery of that is pretty
exactly,
rude.
right? Like, oh, you want me to take your trash? Like, you think I'm not good enough?
Poor guy. He became a
Obviously,
trash.
I don't think he's trash, but the way she said it made it seem like I'm too good for him.
Yeah, so
You can have him.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I perceived it as, like the way she delivered it. But in my head too, like obviously I was like pretty offended by the way she said it, but I gave benefit of the doubt, like maybe she didn't really mean it that way. But then a couple months later, we go to a party and he shows up and then she's there. So we're all there.
Mm-hmm.
That whole night, she's stuck to his hip.
Yo.
Bruh.
She's
He must
stuck
have looked
to his
good that
hip.
night, huh?
And I'm like, I thought we had discussed this before, and
Yeah.
I thought I could have him.
You should have been like, honey, I thought you said I could have him.
Yeah. I'm like, why are you stuck to his hip the whole night? Plus, like, other people are like kind of making fun of you two together.
Yeah.
I'm like, interesting. But then
How long after like she told you that? Oh, honey, you can have him. Like
that
how long
was that was fall, and then the party was winter, so like a season after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty recent.
So then I was like, okay. And then so obviously I was a little irked out by that because I was like, oh, I thought you were a girl's girl. I thought you were my friend. If you let me have him, why are you like stuck to his hip? And like, I don't know. To me, it seemed like she was flirting with him in front of everyone to
Like
kind
she's
of get
kind of
that attention.
yeah. Like was she like kind of like territorial almost?
Kind
like
of,
it felt like
yeah.
subtly like territorial.
To me. But again, I just want to say it felt like that to me because maybe everything I thought was against me at
I
that
see.
point because I
Yeah.
couldn't see clearly. But that's what I saw. And then so I like talked to my guy friend about it and he's like, oh, but she's just like that. She's just always like, she just likes attention. It's not any...
Hey, wait. That sounds like a gaslight to me.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Whatever they say, that's how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually a gaslight.
That's
Yeah,
just,
that's true. I didn't really think about it that time when he said that to me. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just I don't really
Maybe
know
he
her
was,
well.
but that's weird because
Wait.
now he's trying to gaslight you.
Yeah.
Is this guy friend the one you're both into, or is
No,
it a
it's
separate
like
guy friend?
a separate
Really?
guy friend.
And does that guy friend know the
Girl.
They're
He knows
friends.
everyone in this situation.
Ooh.
So then I was like, oh, okay. Well, maybe that is just how she is, and maybe I shouldn't take too much offense to it. So I thought about it some more, and I was like, you know what? I'll just forgive her for this moment. Maybe there was miscommunication, maybe misunderstanding, and the next, but I will still remember that moment.
Yeah.
So the
yeah.
next time she does something to me, like it's like definitely
You're
not
out.
my friend anymore.
Yeah.
But for right now, I don't really see her as like a good friend either. Like I'm not gonna be vulnerable with her
Yeah.
as I used to be.
It's hard too, like when they
yeah.
like do something like that to you, where they
Yeah.
kind of break your trust.
Yeah. So now I'm more guarded with that girl, but yeah, I'll just at this point I'll just give benefit of doubt.
I see.
That's a very mature response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
benefit
How
of
would you
doubt.
handle that?
Fight them. No, I'm kidding. I
Pick a
wouldn't do
ball.
that. I don't know. I guess I haven't encountered that many issues like that.
You haven't encountered any like toxic?
Maybe it's like repressed
Issues.
memories. So, May, is that friend still after the guy, or like what's the resolution? there?
No, I think right now no one's really going after that guy anymore. So that's why I'm like the guy wasn't even worth it,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
a friendship.
break the friendship?
To break the friendship.
Oh,
It's
so you're
always
kind of
the
in that
guy.
boat too, yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like this drama's kind of stupid. Like y'all can be friends.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think it's petty. Like, I think it's only gonna do a disservice to me if I, ponder on that situation and I don't move on,
Yeah.
and if I just hold on to that grudge. So yeah, I guess like using that past experience to what TikTok is, the whole TikTok drama. I just think it's all really petty. Like at the end of the day, like none of this really matters. But obviously, like that type of stuff lives in TikTok.
They love
so
that shit.
They love that shit. So obviously, TikTok's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just how I think about the whole situation. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they are influencers.
Yeah, and they're
in a
young,
different
right? They're
world.
like
yeah, they're
Oh, are
young.
they
early
young?
20s.
Yeah, they're early 20s.
Yeah, so
We're pretty old.
Do you think
compared
if
to
you
them.
were in your early 20s, you would react the same way they did? or-
making a TikTok? No, I would never.
Okay,
make a
I would never
TikTok.
make a TikTok
I would
about
never.
it.
I would never make a story or.
But I think I would get more like caught up in the moment about it, because you had a very mature response, which is like, it's happened. If it happens again, then it's an issue. But I think if me in my early 20s, I would have been like, This man has to die. No, I keep saying that, but I would probably be more upset about it,
Yeah.
and then I would probably dwell on it a lot longer than I guess I would now, which is hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, though, it did take me a while to get over that situation completely because, like, when I consider someone a friend, I really consider them a friend.
Yeah.
And if someone breaks my trust, it takes a lot for me. It takes a lot for someone to break my trust. So when she did that,
If they break your trust, it takes a lot to.
yeah, it takes a lot for me to break my trust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, because I always give benefit of doubt, right? So it really needs to be something that I will be like, wow, she really did this to hurt me, or she didn't see me in her best interest, or like she didn't see my best interest in it, for me to be like, okay, I don't trust this girl anymore, or like
Yeah.
I don't trust this friend anymore.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
like you're still like even letting her kind of be in your life, like somewhat,
Yeah.
just
yeah.
not into the vulnerable part.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Have you guys ever had to like break off a friendship?
I think like I do distance myself with people that I don't feel like I need to spend time with or like to devote my energy to. But it's not like hardcore like, oh, like I'm done with you, I'll never talk to you again.
Yeah, but what dictates that?
What do you mean?
Like what causes you to feel like, oh, I don't feel like I need to like hang out with you. I don't want to spend my energy on you.
I think we talked about it like during the friend episode, but basically like if they do make me feel like I don't know,
Like worse hanging out.
yeah,
with them.
like if they're discouraging on things that you want, like you're passionate about, or like things like that, or like just not really seeing from your perspective if something happens.
Yeah. So Cherise, like what do you think? Like do you think that
Did you
you've
just
ever-
call me Cherise?
Yeah? Oh my god, Cherise. You got shorter.
You got shorter.
Probably.
Longer hair? Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Wow.
What have I missed?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Cherise is
Thanks,
so confused.
Kyle.
She has no context.
Wait, it's been a while since we actually saw Cherise too, right? Because I mean, no, I mean like
Oh,
The
yeah, the
audience.
viewers.
for the audience.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah,
hello to
probably.
Say
hey,
hi.
Hey guys.
Yeah, so like we were talking about the drama and we kind of like were riffing off of it a little bit, and we're wondering like if there have ever been a time where you had to cut off a friend.
I don't think so, honestly.
You're not the type to cut off people.
No, probably not. I'm more of the type to let the friendship slowly die out. Like I would probably just like,
It's like a gradual process.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
I wouldn't do something like so like abrupt, only because I'm a pretty non-confrontational person.
Oh, okay.
You just
Yeah.
avoid them.
Yeah, or if I don't avoid them, I think it just naturally, like, I stop inviting them to as many things, and they kind of get the message. So then they also stop inviting, and then you just let it be. And if anyone asks, like, why you don't hang out anymore, you'll just say it's a difference in personalities.
I mean, that's
Or like you
Pretty,
grew apart.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grew apart. Yeah.
Has there ever been like a time where someone has done like very subtle, like sus things that made you kind of do that, like start to distance yourself?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that happen like all the time?
It depends. Actually, well,
As for very specific instances.
yeah, very specific instances. I think I'm pretty good at choosing friends.
Oh,
But
it's a
we're
good skill.
yeah.
Should we be honored?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. I like you guys. We're still friends.
Yeah.
We should start some drama so our TikToks blow up. Though.
Yeah, right?
I think so.
Who should the drama be?
I don't know.
Rich?
Rich.
Rich?
Yeah.
And Quinn.
What is Rich's drama gonna
Let's
be?
pick someone so like that's not physically here, so they can't defend themselves.
Winston.
the 막내.
Winston.
Okay, so you said that you're good at picking friends.
Yeah.
So like what are the characteristics that you look for in a friend, and what are the biggest like red flags?
I think usually when it comes to selecting friends, it depends on like the energy. So even if I'm not that familiar with the girl, if I meet them for the first time, I usually give a compliment. Like I'm like, oh, I love your outfit, or I love that skirt. And then usually the girl would be like, oh, thank you, I got it from XYZ. Or they'll be like, oh, I like and then they'll send a compliment back. But if they don't do that, and then they're like, "Oh, thanks," then I'm like, "Oh, they're a little stuck up,"
Yeah.
or that's how it reads. So I feel like that's one of the ways where I can tell whether or not we'll get along when I like first meet someone.
Okay.
Do you mean it when you say you like certain things?
Yeah,
Usually. Oh, okay. I was like, you just throw it out there to test them.
Yeah, no, I don't do anything to intentionally test anyone.
Okay.
But I have intentionally tested one girl. So there was this one girl I felt very sus about one time.
Yeah.
We were all hanging out in a group setting with like people we didn't know too well, but I knew her pretty well. And she asked me if I thought if there was a cute guy. And then I already felt a little sus about her. So then I ended up mentioning, oh, I think so-and-so is cute. I like give a name. And then she goes around and tells everyone, I think this one person is really cute, which probably don't love if you like start saying it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gave her the benefit of the doubt because I wanted to see if she was just being a good friend and wanted to let the other girls know I thought they were cute. But then the week later, I find out that she went out with him and started a group chat like with him and like one
sus.
other person, so it got a little sus. Even if I didn't really like him, I just didn't appreciate that it seemed like she was very forthcoming and so transparent about one person, but then behind my back started like something else with
No.
the guy.
Yeah.
I think that's always the worst when they're like acting certain ways in front of you, and then like you hear something like completely opposite in the back.
Like, why do you think people do that?
I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
just not confrontational, I guess. Like just not.
Maybe it's like I think sometimes when girls hear that a girl is into someone, they start getting into them, and then they get like a little territorial, and they're like, well, if she likes him, then maybe I can get him to like me. I think some girls are like that.
But why?
honestly.
But what's the
I
root
think
of
it's
that?
like the power they have, like the power they feel when they're like, oh, this girl likes him, but I can get him to like me.
Is it because
that.
is it because that girl wants to feel better than that girl?
Probably. I feel like it.
Oh, that is an interesting analysis.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
Honestly, I didn't give it that much thought.
Wait, but that's
When-
like pretty deep.
Yeah, when it first happened, because all I thought was that she must have thought he was cute, and then
Oh, she didn't want to tell you to.
she didn't want to tell it to my face, like type of thing. But
Whoa.
Okay, but
I
like
really
if
didn't
she
care
thought
about that
if she
person.
thought he was cute, why would she tell everyone that you
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
he was cute? I would not
Exactly.
do that if I thought he was cute too.
I'd be like, oh, keep him on the
yeah,
down low.
yeah,
Put him in the bag.
yeah, yeah.
yeah. She just seemed like she was presenting herself in a different way. I think.
It does make sense if it's like a, I guess, competitiveness kind of.
Yeah,
I wanna
girls
be
are really
better.
competitive with each other, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just all love toxicity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toxic girls, at least.
Yeah.
We're not
Alright.
toxic.
Enough about girls. What about guys? Have you ever met like a toxic guy
I feel like guys don't really care enough to like.
to be toxic?
At least for me, I'd be.
Or you're just not knowing that you're toxic.
Maybe. Am I toxic? What are some
No,
toxic
no,
traits
I'm
that?
kidding.
That I
Dating when
had.
you're not ready.
Oh God.
But how do you get ready when you're not dating? How do you know you're ready without
That was
dating?
one of the reasons why I was late today.
You're on a date?
I wasn't on a date. But,
Oh my god.
I was
The
ending
quite opposite.
things. I was ending things.
Wait, what do you mean
Oh.
ending things?
Well, we can talk about it later.
Okay.
Oh, wait, the number 4? Number 5?
No, not number 5.
I don't even know what number they are anymore.
I don't either.
They don't have numbers no more.
Why do you give them numbers? Don't girls usually like give them like a nickname like the Bagel Boy or like
Bagel
the
Hoodie boy.
the Carpenter or like
Oh my God! You think I date a carpenter? I'm just kidding. I probably would. He can fix things.
Jesus.
You'd be wearing Carhartt.
yeah, WIP.
Yeah, but
I guess Korean guys, like fob guys, could be toxic. in a
Yeah, you
way.
got that K rage.
Not that.
Oh.
Okay, I do get the K range, but I don't get K range to everyone.
No, I'm not saying you specifically. I'm talking about.
You said you got the K range.
No, I'm talking about Korean boys.
But you said you got the K range.
Yeah, you as in general, Koreans in general.
But I did hear a lot of the situations where like the Korean guys, not Korean guys would say something like love bombing. Basically, that could be toxic.
Yeah,
too,
that's
that
toxic.
guys have.
Dating when you're not
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's I guess that's more so towards like other girls,
Yeah,
not
but
like
other guys.
But then
Yeah.
guys, I think like I
Yeah.
never experienced a situation where like we like the same girl and like that becomes toxic. I don't know what I would do if that come up.
I feel like it does happen with guys, but like it happens a lot less. I feel just based off our sample here.
Yeah.
But I have a story about a toxic friend that I had to cut off. And so
Are you confrontational?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
So I was friends with this guy since like high school, and we basically I guess like got closer like during college, and we were like pretty good friends all the way up like past college. We even started like a business together at one point. He always had like problems with girls, but eventually he found someone, and then they got married in like 6 months.
Wow.
And
Wait, are they still married?
yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
cool.
good for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So his wedding came around, and it was during COVID. And then my girlfriend is immunocompromised, and so at first he wanted me to be his best man, but then I told him like, oh, I might not be able to go because my girlfriend's immunocompromised, and if I go, there's like 300 people there, and I don't want to like get infected. And,
Yeah,
and
bring
this
it
and
back
that,
to
and
her.
bring it back to her.
Yeah.
And so he was like, oh, like kind of really butthurt about it. I was like, yeah, I'm really sorry. And then after a while, my girlfriend started to feel bad about it. And she was like, oh, you can, like, you know what? Like, you can go, but just like go to the wedding, not the reception. And then basically I told him, I was like, yo, like she said I can go. Like I got his wedding card and everything. And he was like, nah, I don't want you to come.
Whoa.
I was like, wait, why? Like I can come to the wedding, just
Yeah.
not the reception. He's like, nah, if you're not gonna come to the reception, just don't come. And then that kind of made me think like, but the wedding's the most important part, isn't it?
Yeah.
In my
I
opinion.
mean, just being there.
Yeah, being there.
Yeah, just
like being
the
there.
sacrifice you did for
Mhm.
him.
But I guess like I think he really wanted me to do like a speech or something. But like that kind of made me reassess. You know, like I couldn't. I know that I told him like I couldn't go, and like I felt really bad. I kept apologizing to him, but I felt like he kind of did me dirty there, or not did me dirty, but it was just like it just made me think like, what is this relationship built on? And I thought about it, and like every time I would call him when I'm in New York and he's back in Hawaii, it would always be like him telling me like, oh, I did this, oh, I did this, like oh, how much is your rent? Oh, that's what I'm paying for my mortgage. And I'm like, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man. Like
Don't really care.
I know I'm losing money, but like I'm in New York too.
Yeah,
you know? It's
yeah.
like- but like I realized like the whole relationship was kind of like him competing with me
Yeah.
in some like strange way. And I was like, whoa, this is messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually called me crying like one of the days and was like, "Why?" Like I'm like after the wedding, and he was like, "Why didn't you come to the wedding? Well, you weren't there." And I was like, "I literally said I could come to the wedding, not the
Yeah,
reception." It was just
yeah.
like, "Nah, dude. Oh, you better marry this girl. Like she better mean a lot to you." And I was like, "Bro."
Yeah.
Very petty things to say.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!" And like he's tried to contact me like during the year after that, but I just like cut it off.
So did you formally, like officially?
No, I kind of did what she did.
Oh.
She does. Yeah. Silent ghosting. I guess.
I don't know. Yeah.
Is that
Have you
what we
ever?
call it?
I don't know.
You say you haven't like.
I've never
yeah,
formally
I don't
ended
think
a
any of
friendship
us.
either.
Like, is there a need to like formally? Or like I don't want to be friends anymore.
I know people who have formally done it though,
Mm.
like done a friendship breakup.
You have to be like really mature to do
Yeah,
that.
and
I
like
think.
confrontational.
I think it's perfectly fine to grow out of friendships.
Yeah. I think we talked about like how I always thought like the longer you knew them, like
Mhm.
you know, like closer the bond is or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily true because like I have some not toxic but like people that I grew up with that like eventually grew up to be the people that like I don't really get along with.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens. So and then there's nothing wrong with like distancing yourself from them, right?
Yeah.
Like you had your memories as like childhood memories.
Yeah.
It's nice to like catch up with them and all, but it's
Yeah.
not like you have to consistently keep in touch with them and ask how they're doing and stuff like that. So
So you've heard about the Hoodie drama, right?
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
Okay, I'm on girl one side. Yeah, I think girl two did too many sus things that like I think in isolation of itself, like each activity probably isn't too big of a deal, but when you put the three like main points
All
on
together.
why the friendship broke up,
Yeah.
it completely makes sense.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I think she knew what she was doing.
I feel like she was too, but
I've kept hoodies from like my friends, but like, or like single guys, but not like someone else's boyfriend. That's a bit strange.
May told me last week that she has one of my sweaters.
Yeah. If I'm gonna play devil's advocate, I really don't see a big deal with the hoodie thing. Like I've kept Dan's hoodie that looks basically the same thing as the Nike hoodie. It's like very
It's like
plain.
a-
It's super plain with just the logo. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's cute. I'll keep it.
Honestly, I didn't even know she took it.
Yeah.
She took it while she was dog sitting. So,
Dog sitting. Yeah.
yeah.
But obviously, it's a little bit different because I don't take thirst traps in. Well, if she does take thirst traps in that picture.
yeah, that'd be weird. This is my final question, although I don't know if I want to end on this question.
We can.
So I might
maybe-
have to like,
We
Yeah,
can
everyone
naturally
has-
go
yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
have you ever been the toxic one in a relationship or in like a friendship?
In a relationship, yes.
I definitely-
Friendship, I don't know.
Yeah, friendship, I don't think so. Relationship, definitely, yes. But I think that's just part of like growing up because I don't think I intentionally became like went on toxic.
Yeah.
It's just like your insecurities and things like that just kind of makes you that way.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay, name one. What's your
Yeah.
toxicity?
What's your
toxicity.
Yeah.
tell us your toxic story?
Toxic story.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly K-rage, I guess.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's just, and then also like when I get angry, like I can't really think properly.
Yeah.
So especially like if the opposite person is very logical
Yeah.
and like tries to like talk things out,
Mm-hmm.
and when I'm angry, like I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm feeling. Like I can't express my thoughts.
Yeah.
So that's like not a good time for me to talk. So
So you're the type that needs time.
yeah.
before
So
you-
now like what I do is like I to try to have some space
Mhm.
to myself so that like I can kind of calm down and like organize my thoughts
Mhm.
because I know like it's not appealing
Yeah.
action and I don't like it either.
I think my toxic trait is like when something goes wrong, I give up. Yeah.
Wait.
So
That's sad.
so like well also this is a long time ago, like 5 years ago when I was in a relationship. So I don't know if I've changed since, but I would like whenever me and my ex or like my boyfriend at that time would get into an argument, I'd be like, okay, let's just end it. I would
Let's break
always
up?
yeah I would
That would kill me.
I would always threaten to break up. And then obviously I knew how much he cared about me, and I knew like once I said those words,
Like,
he would just be like, no, like let's
Oh, yeah,
try and make
yeah,
it work.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like manipulating
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
situation in a sense where you want it to go your way, so you threaten the worst thing that you could do, which I know is bad. Like I know I was very toxic for that, but that was just how my mindset was. Like if something went wrong, I didn't think I could fix it, and I thought the solution was breaking up. And whenever we got into arguments, that would always be my first like thought.
Do you
But,
think
like-
you wanted to break up with him anyway?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I think it was like also me trying to do it, but I never had the guts. So when I was angry, that's when I had the guts.
Yeah.
So that's when I would say it. But then, you know, when he would try to like win me back, I couldn't stay strong, and I would just go back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think that's the thing.
yeah,
though.
so it's like the context behind it too was that I did want to break up because he would always pick fights with me, and there would never be any solutions. Like it would be the same fights over and over again. So like the bigger problem was still there, and I felt like there was no way out, and there was no way we could actually like solve those things because I didn't really see improvement.
Was that like a long-term relationship?
Yeah, like 2.5 years. But I was, you know, young back then,
yeah, early 20s.
early
I
20s.
feel like it's still hard though. Like even I still have a hard time in my long distance or not long distance, but like long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Like this is only the second relationship where I've actually hit 4 years, and it's still like
Wait, that means you've been in 2 long-term relationships.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a serial monogamous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we talked about
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Wow.
And it's hard. You know, it's like it's really not easy,
Yeah.
especially like after year 2. It's like now you kind of know each other. Well, maybe it's because,
You guys live together too.
well, I guess like the first year I was in New York, that was also very hard year, and that was year 2. That was year 3.
Because they were long distance.
For 2 years, you were long distance?
No, 1 year.
1 year.
1 year.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, I still find it like to be really, really difficult to still get past, I guess, certain ways of living and certain ways of like how I am versus how she is, how I cope versus how she copes, you know, how we handle arguments and things like that. I think my toxic trait is like I do tend to hold things in, but I like in the relationship I would tell her like don't hold things in, like you have to tell me. But like as a relationship goes on, like sometimes it's hard
Yeah.
to let go because you don't want her to blow up, you don't want to
Yeah.
blow up,
Yeah.
and yeah, and that's why it's like always a balance. It's like, is this the right time?
Yeah.
Is this the right time to talk about this?
Yeah.
No, I'll tell her in a few hours.
Yeah.
Or I'll tell her
'Cause
tomorrow.
you don't want to ruin the mood.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're
I
having
was like-
fun.
Or I'll just ask her. I was like, "Are you feeling okay?" Because I can tell, like, you know, when she's not feeling good. Are you feeling okay? And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Are you sure?" Because I feel like you're not. You're a little angry about something, but I could be wrong. And then sometimes she like opens up. Sometimes she's like, she's doesn't want to talk about it at that time.
Yeah.
Can we talk about it later? Like Daniel likes to like sometimes talk about it later.
That's what I should do. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah. Just give it a time.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not a toxic trait.
No, but the toxic trait is that I tend to hold things in
Oh,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
bottle up.
I bottle up and then
and
it's
it all
like
explodes.
yeah, and
Okay.
it's just like have like
Is there J rage?
no.
But do you have
Oh.
rage?
I think so. Yeah.
I can't.
It's
I
just
can't see it.
repressed.
Yeah. But it feels good when I'm able to be like I'm angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's also one of my toxic traits too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
holding it in.
Yeah.
Holding it in.
Should
Holding it
we
in.
go to like one of those activities that
Therapy?
where, like you smash
Yeah, yeah, break
Oh,
them.
yeah,
break
yeah.
things. Yeah.
Maybe we should. Maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow, like Friday.
Friday.
And you talk about K rage,
Yeah.
like repressed rage,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah, I get really angry too.
Mhm.
What do you think my toxic trait is?
I think you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
I won't be offended.
That you think
Wait, what?
Oh God.
What?
What?
how do you think
Wait, what?
Do you want this in there?
Oh no! I was like, do you want me to say it?
A few moments later.
Can you say,
Oh,
can you say that
God.
again? I'm gonna put this in.
Oh.
So what is
what's
your
your toxic
oh,
trait?
wait, that's too on the nose. Are you guys honest?
Yeah, we're on it.
Wait, I'll say something even like worse
Okay.
than that.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Okay, bet.
Bet.
Okay,
okay.
the spectators.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, say it again for the viewer.
What is your toxic trait?
My toxic trait is that I tend to have double standards. Like if I do something wrong and I know it's like a little bit questionable, I'd find like mental gymnastics to like work around it to why I do it. But if they were to do that same action to me, I would feel perfectly justified to be mad.
You're girl mad.
Girl math?
It's like
is that
girl
girl
math?
math?
It's girl math. It's like I could playfully tease you and like roast you the entire day, but if
Yeah.
you say one thing mean to me, I'll be like, "Why did you say that?"
Alright, let's break up.
Oh yeah.
Back when I was in college,
You're talking about yours now.
yeah. Back when I was in college, I was in a 2-year relationship, and then the relationship got so toxic. Oh, I guess I should preface. At the time, I was taking like acting classes.
Can you start?
Wow.
Yeah.
In college, I was taking acting classes, and I was dating this girl for 2 years. And in the acting class, they were teaching me about like the emotional problem, you know, like in a story, like the actor, like the character has like an emotional problem.
Yeah.
And I started to bring that into real life. I literally laid out my girlfriend's whole emotional problem, like all the baggage that she had, like to her. And that did not end well.
Wait, how did you present that to her?
I was
Yeah,
like,
like
this is your emotional problem.
For example?
It was, well, I can't say it.
Oh, okay.
I can't say it. But it was bad. Like,
Were you like, oh, you're mad at me for talking to this girl because you are a jealous person? And
kind
that
of,
is
but like
stemmed
deeper than
from-
that. Yeah, then that stems from your relationship
to
with
your
your
father.
father.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
Isn't that like therapy session?
You
It is, but
probably-
I've
Not qualified.
it was
not qualified.
unwarranted.
would not recommend.
Unwarranted.
Would not recommend.
I would be pretty mad. If,
Yeah, right?
Yeah. If it was completely out of the blue, I did not ask for it, and this man is trying to mansplain me my own problems.
How old were you?
I was 23.
Okay, so you're pretty young.
Yeah.
Pretty
Back
young.
in college, yeah.
You've learned.
I've learned.
That's how you learn.
Yeah, that's how you learn.
I think that's amongst like the top 2 things you should never do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one is probably trying to solution a problem a girl doesn't want solutions for.
Yeah.
And then the second is probably psychoanalyzing her.
Yeah. Yeah. So don't do that, guys.
Don't do that, guys.
Don't do it.
So did you psychoanalyze yourself to her?
No.
Or no?
That's her problems.
It's all about her.
And here's my emotional problem. Yeah.
You must have done really well in that acting class.
I did pretty good.
Get the
yeah.
whole character study.
Yeah. You kind of have to. You have to understand the character at like a very deep level. Yeah. Went a little too far with that though.
Good job.
Yeah. But that's all the questions I have today.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's pretty good. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. And if you, what was it again?
If you enjoyed this podcast.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and YouTube.
Yeah.
And view our podcast on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us your comment. Tell us your toxic.
Tell us your toxic trait,
Comment below your toxic traits.
or tell us like a toxic story. Like we want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want us to talk about it. Oh, we also have the
Submit
link.
your stories
Yeah.
so that we
Oh, yeah.
can referee that.
We have a link for anonymous like Google form that you can submit questions or like whatever you guys want to submit. There should be a link below on the description if you're on YouTube.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you
See
for
ya.
watching.
Bye.
Bye.